Let me tell you something that financial gurus will never tell you. They won't tell you because it won't sell a $10,000 course. They won't tell you because it doesn't require you to quit your job. And they won't tell you because it sounds too good, too simple to be true. But I'm going to tell you anyway. Because the truth is, you do not need to earn six figures to build real wealth. You do not need to fund a trust. You do not need to have the perfect circumstances. You need a system. And if you're earning anywhere between $500 and $5,000 a week right now, this video is going to change the way you think about money forever and set you up for the future. Now, before I give you the system, I need to tell you something about me, because I don't want you to think I'm just another guy behind a camera talking about a theory. In 2007, my life changed. In a single moment, I broke my neck. I became a quadriplegic. And just like that, I went from being a man who could do anything, to a man who couldn't move, couldn't work, couldn't provide, couldn't do things that most people take for granted every single day. Now, that's where most people would expect me to stay, to say, that's it. They'd expect me to, I'd lost everything. They'd expect me to say, give up, life's over, call it quits. They'd expect me to say, money was over for me, no financial future. But here's what actually happened. Lying in that hospital bed, unable to move, I had something most people never give themselves. I had time to think, time to study, time to ask a question that most people were too busy to ask. Why do some people build wealth, and why do most never do? And what I discovered is it changed everything for me. It wasn't about the income, it wasn't about the education, it wasn't about where you grew up or what your parents had. It was about simple systems, simple, repeatable, predictable system that anyone can follow. I want to be clear. I didn't discover the system in a boardroom. I didn't discover it in Harvard Business School. I discovered it flat on my back, paralysed, with nothing to lose and everything to gain. And that system is what I call the 4 surplus framework, the blueprint. 4 steps. It's easy for us to remember, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, not too complicated. And that's it. Whether you're earning $500 or $5,000 a week, 4 steps that don't require you to be smart, lucky, or privileged. 4 steps. That's it. Apply consistently over time and you'll build wealth that can change your life. Now, I've written an entire book. It's called Broken Neck, Unbroken Wealth. And the link is in the description if you want to jump in deeper. Go to the website, brokenneckunbrokenwealth.com. But right now, right here, I'm going to walk you through the whole thing, the framework, for free. Because I believe that if you're watching this video right now, you deserve it. Are you keen? Yeah? Say, yeah, I'm keen. Okay, step 1. All right, step 1. The very first step in the framework is, I want you to write this down. Are you ready? Step 1. Number 1. Create. Create. Now, most people hear that and they immediately think one thing. Simon, that means I have to earn money. I need a promotion. I need a second job. I need to start a business. I want to look you straight in the eye and tell you that's not what I'm talking about. Creating a surplus is not about earning more money. Creating a surplus is about earning money, having more money than you spend. I'll say that again, earning more money than you spend. There's a difference. And that's it. That's the whole secret right there. Most people have it completely backwards. Most people say, if I just earned a little more, I'd be ahead. If I just got a pay rise, if I just had some inheritance come my way, I'd just get ahead. If I just got a new client, if I got my side hustle I'd be finally free. But here's what actually happens. Most times they get a pay rise and their life increases to match. They land the new client and their expenses go straight up. They get inheritance and all of a sudden they got a new house and a new holiday and new clothes and it's all frivoled away. Economists call this lifestyle inflation. It's a wealth killer because it doesn't matter how much you earn. If you spend everything you earn, your surplus is zero. The gap between what you earn and what you spend is nothing. And you can't build wealth on zero. You can't invest zero. You can't compound zero. You can't. Zero times zero is still zero, right? So that's not the question. How much do I earn? The question is, how do I create a gap between what I earn and what comes in? So really simply, simple graph. I earn this much money, right? Earn. Try it on my sideways. That's fun. Earn, right? And your spend, right? This is a bit tricky. Spend, if it's greater, you're in trouble, right? If it's greater, you're in super trouble. It can't be the same, right? It can't be greater. It can't be the same because you can't do anything. It needs to be less. It needs to be somewhere here. So we need to go get rid of all this and make this the spend here. Does that make sense? Real simple. But we need to create a surplus. But I know because I've actually lived it. When I was rebuilding my life after my injury, I wasn't working with big numbers. I was working with whatever I had, small. Yeah, I was on a disability pension, not earning much at all. But I made a gap. I made sure that what came in was less than what went out. And slowly, I started to build wealth. So here's what I want you to do this week. Not next month, not next year. Do it this week. I want you to look at your income, and I want you to look at your expenses, what's going out, and I want you to find a gap. If the gap's zero, we need to create one. If the gap exceeds it, well, then you're in trouble. Look out. Make a decision. What's one or two things that I can give up? It's a sacrifice today, but it's going to be setting you up for your future. Okay. And then as you earn more, your lifestyle doesn't change. It keeps the same. If you earn more, that gap gets bigger and you can invest quicker. Okay. Am I earning more than I'm spending? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, great. We have something to work with. If the answer is no, then we have to be honest with ourselves and go, what needs to give? Now I'll go deeper. How do I do that in my book, Broken Neck and Unbroken Wealth? The link in the description. But let me give you one. I go heaps deeper in my book. That's what I was mentioning. But let me give you one principle. Stop trying to cut out everything. Stop trying to live like a monk. That's not sustainable. You need to enjoy life. You need to look for leaks. Old subscriptions, old gym memberships, old things you just need to get rid of. You haven't been to the gym in 3 years, but you still got that membership. Right? Have a look. And let's go on to step 2. Okay, so once you figured out that you have a gap, you've created the surplus, you found that you can say yes. Now, the next step is you need to capture it. Not number 2. Capture it. And the problem is, the reason most people create a surplus is they never actually build wealth, because here's what happens. Monday comes, they get paid, the surplus is sitting right there, and it's real. You can see it. You can go, oh, what can I spend it on? Life happens. The car needs something. The kids need new shoes, something for school. There's a sale on, and I've wanted that thing for months. A friend wants to go out after work for drinks. Family wants to go on a holiday. And before long, Friday comes and the surplus has simply disappeared. You created it week 1 and week 2, it's gone. And you tell yourself next week will be different. But next week, it's exactly the same. Sound familiar? This is not a willpower problem. I want you to hear me on this. This is not willpower. This is a system problem. And if the system you need is step 2, which is to capture it, right? Now, what does a capture mean? Capture means you take that surplus the moment it appears and you move it somewhere. Before life happens, before the emotions get involved, you go and you do something with it. You move it automatically, immediately, without thinking. Because the truth is that wealthy people understand, and that most people never learn. Money that's visible gets spent. Yeah, read that again. Money that's visible gets spent every single time. Doesn't matter how disciplined you are. It doesn't matter how good your intentions are. If there's money sitting right in your account, staring at you, it's often gone. It disappears. So what do the wealthy do differently? They make it invisible. They set an automatic transfer the same day. Comes in, goes out. Separate account. An account they don't look at. It's not their daily app, their daily spend. It doesn't go on their debit card or their credit card. An account that exists for one purpose and one purpose only, to hold that surplus. Now you can already hear you saying, Simon, I have $20 surplus a week. It's not even worth automatic saving. And the answer is yes, it is, especially then. More importantly, because if it's not $20, it will just disappear. And that's about identity. I am someone that puts the money aside. I am someone that has a surplus and captures it. Become that person. That is the most important thing. Don't believe the lie. Don't say those things that I'm not good with money. I'm bad with money. I can never save. Oh, look, I am saving. I am a saver. I'm good with money. I am disciplined. Start that today. See, most people never get there first. They pay their landlord first. They pay the supermarket first, and they never pay themselves first. They pay all their bills. Their apps are automatic, right? But they never make their savings automatic. But I made a decision that no matter what, I would capture something every single week, even when it felt impossible, even when it felt pointless, even when the amount was embarrassing, $1, $5, $10, because I understood that the habit is worth so much more than the amount. This week, I want you to open a separate savings account somewhere, if you don't have one. It takes 10 minutes. The bank I use, you can have multiple accounts and they're free. There's plenty of them out there. Call it something. Give it a name. You can rename them. Call it something on purpose. And actually start putting money in there. Start putting $10 in there. Do something. Not the day after. Do it today, straight away. You can do that right now. Stop the video, go and come back. Don't touch it. Don't look at it. Don't even pay attention to it. Just do it, put it there, forget about it. Building the foundation, create the surplus, start capturing the surplus into a savings account. It's still just sitting there. It's not working for you. It's not growing for you. It's just multiplying for you. And now let's move on to step 3. Okay, all right. We're making progress, and real progress. You created the surplus, you captured the surplus, and the next thing that we're going to do is now we're going to learn about number 3, which is cultivate. Cultivate. Oh, I'm running out of room. You can see that, right? Cultivate. What is cultivate? Well, a farmer cultivates the soil. He prepares the soil. He works the soil. He kneads the soil. He feeds the soil. He gets the soil ready so that when he plants the seed, it can grow into the crop that he desires, right? So that's what cultivating is. Now, I want you to understand that that's what it means, because the word is intentional. I didn't say invest the surplus. I didn't say trade the surplus. I didn't say gamble it. I said cultivate it, because cultivate it is what the farmer does. A farmer doesn't just throw the seeds on concrete and hope for the best. A farmer prepares the ground. A farmer chooses the right soil. The farmer plants with intention. Then he waters it, and then he tends to what's been planted. He consistently he pulls the weeds, right? He's not giving up. He waters it. He keeps the birds away. Now that's where most people make a catastrophic mistake. They get to this point and they've got a little surplus saved up. They get excited. They're, yes, I'm going to do something. And their neighbor gives them a hot tip on a stock. Their cousin tells them about crypto, and they think, this is my opportunity. I'm going to double my money in 30 days. Let's go. And they take their entire surplus and everything they worked over for 6 months, and they throw it into something they don't understand, they're uneducated about. And so often, unfortunately, they lose it. And they say, investing doesn't work. The system is rigged. The wealthy get wealthy and wealth isn't for me. But that's not actually what happened. What actually happened is they skipped the cultivation. They went straight from the seed and expected a harvest without tending the ground, right? So what does actually cultivation look like? Firstly, educate yourself. If someone tells you about a hot tip on a stock or a property or a crypto, well, what do you know about it? Do you know about crypto? Do you know about puts and calls and trading stocks, shorts? Do you know about investment, different investment vehicles, investment properties, Airbnb, invest for the long haul, commercial property? There's a whole range of products. You need to educate yourself. Take your time. Read a book. Go to a course. Ask someone who's done it and doing it for not a week, for years. Someone that's been doing that and making money consistently for a number of years. Not your cousin who got a hot crypto tip and doubled his money this week and next week it's all gone. No, you actually need to go and learn. If you can't explain it in simple terms, you don't really understand it. Second, start boring. I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but that's what actually works. Index funds, retirement accounts, simple low-cost stocks, low-risk investments. Buy property for 20 years' time, not for tomorrow. Slowly, consistently, methodically build wealth over time. I'm telling you, that's the principle of cultivation. It's consistency. It's not complexity. The person who puts away $50 a week into something simple and steady will almost outperform the person who puts $500 into something exciting, almost always. Third, they tend to do it regularly, not obsessively. They check in not every hour, not every second, but regularly, once a month. They look at it, check on it, make sure it's going, tend to it, adjust it. Cultivation is not a set and forget, but it's not a panic and react strategy. It's calm, it's intentional. Buy stocks and just slowly. Don't buy in, don't go in and out of the market every second. That's trading, that's not investing. Go get advice. Now let me bring this back. When I was rebuilding after my injury, I couldn't do a lot. But I could learn, I could read, I could study, I could watch YouTube, I could learn how money works, I could go out to coffee with people and ask people what they knew and how they could teach me. And what I discovered is that most people who build real lasting wealth, they're not the smartest people, they were not the luckiest, they were just consistent. They were farmers, not gamblers. They planted, they tended, they watered, they harvested. And that's what step 3 is. Your surplus is a seed, and it's not a lottery ticket. You need to take it time. So let's have a look at step number 4. Okay, step number 4 is compound. Compound. If I was to give you 2 options, you could choose between $1 million today or $1 doubled every day for 30 days. Which one would you choose? Most people would think, oh, $1 million, that's more than $1, right? That makes sense. So I'll just take the $1 million. But if you double $1 every single day for 30 days, by day 5, you got $16. By day 20, you got $5,000. By day 30, you've got $5,368,709 from $1. Who wants to change their mind, right? Change it to option B. But what does that show you? That's compounding over time. So most people just I want the hit up front, right? They don't want to use the time and compound their money. And that's where investing is great. People think, I'll just take the money every single day. But doubling over time is incredible. Slowly at first, almost invisible. So slowly that most people give up right before the magic starts. And then start to accelerate out of control. Until one day they look back and they think, well, how did I build this from just $20 a week? Einstein says one of the greatest minds in human history was asked what the most powerful force in the universe was. He didn't say nuclear energy, he didn't say gravity, he didn't say the speed of light, he said compounding interest. He called it the 8th wonder of the world, and he said, he who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. That's incredible. Right now, most people are on the wrong side of compounding. They're paying compounding interest on their credit cards, on their car loans, on their personal loans. Buy now, pay later. It's working against them, not for them. But when you flip it, when it's working for you, everything starts to change. That's when you can see that $20, $50, $100 a week slowly grow over time and build you lasting wealth. They capture it automatically, they cultivate it, and then they put it to work. They invest it in a vehicle they understand and build great wealth. Start to compound it. They leave it alone. They don't touch it. They don't panic. They don't watch the markets up, down, up, down. They put it in their market and they watch it. After 10 years, at $200 a month turns to $36,000. After 20 years, it's $118,000. After 30 years, it's $300,000, just shy, from $50 a week. Here's the part that gets me every single time. Of that almost 300,000, do you know how much they actually put in? 72,000. The rest is interest. 226,000 of interest. Imagine instead of $50 a week, you did 200 or 500. The numbers just go through the roof. A simple, repeatable thing that anyone can do process. Capture the surplus, create the surplus, capture the surplus, cultivate the surplus, compound the surplus. 4 steps. All right. Trying to show you guys the 4 steps. All right, let's talk about the excuses. Because I've used excuses, and I know other people too have too. So I'm not judging you, just letting you know that they happen. Simon, I have debt. I can't build surplus when I'm drowning in debt. I hear you and I understand, but that's what you need to do. That's what you need to understand. Debt and surplus are not opposite. They're not on either or. You can do both, and you should. Capturing a surplus, even while you're paying down debt. Why? Because that habit of capturing is more valuable than the amount. Because that becomes an identity, right? And I get rid of bad debt straight away. Get rid of it. Start putting $10 away. Simon, my expenses are too high. There's nothing left. Okay. You're the boss. You've got the decision. It's in your hands. What can you change? Can you get a second job? Can you get a pay rise? Can you do something? Can you lower your expenses? Adjust something. Right? Simon, I've trade saving before and it never works. I've always ended up dipping into it. Yes, because you're relying on willpower. It's unreliable. It's not a tool. You need to set up a system that's automatic, disappears, not thinking about it. Okay. So let's bring this for a close. 4 simple steps. Create a surplus, capture it, cultivate it, compound it. I've written a book. You can check it out in the link. I'll put it in there. And if this has added value to today, let me know. And if it's helpful, let me know. And can't wait to see you on the next video. Cheers. Take care.